That's right. Someone joined? Chat, we are not ready. Who's in here? All right, let's go do some live trading. SPY's been so ass today. Oh, floating doji on MU. All right, let me make the call. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Yo, why is this Federal Reserve meeting music so banging? Hold on. I am. Oh my god, South Trades is in here. Such a big fan. Dude, how do I pop chat out again? There we go. Yer. Dude, tell me why this Federal Reserve meeting music kind of goes hard, bro. Low key. Low key. So, in theory, I'm pretty sure in like, what is it, 3 minutes we get the rate decision, and then at 2:30 is when the actual meeting starts, and then I'll switch over to yeah, the Fed music is actually pretty nice, bro. I can't lie. I'll just leave this shit playing. I bet. Yep. Then we'll be able to hear. Bro, I can't believe Jay Powell is not the Fed chair anymore. It's ridiculous. It's a vibe, dude. I'm saying, why is it a vibe? Why is it low-key a vibe, bro? Fed chair kind of snapped. What's dipping right now? I mean, nothing's really dipping. Alright, let's take a look. Spies just kind of chopping. The Mag 7s are ass right now. Let's go see what's up on the options flow. Still bullish. IWM flipped neutral. It was hella bearish. Gold's at its biggest put skew, I think it said, since 1980, which is kind of insane. This is ridiculous. $250 million in options flow on SpaceX. That's actually criminal. It's fucking insane. Biggest call buck on Q, MU, SpaceX, Tesla, Amazon. Alright, let's see. Alright, so what I've been looking for is an entry on software after Wexbot, my little AI trading bot, called it out back here, and we made like 300% gains. So it's honestly looking great. It's back at the 50-day. It hit support 3 times, and then if we pull up the options chain, looking pretty bullish for July. It's even bullish than it was earlier. August is neutral. June's bearish. So if you're gonna go calls for IGV, you'd probably want to stick. How did that just? What is happening in my ear?
Hi, I'm Ian, and I work for the Federal Reserve, the central bank of the United States. The Federal Reserve System consists of 3 main entities that perform key functions that serve the public and promote the health of our economy and the stability of our financial system. These key entities are the Federal Reserve Board of Governors, 12 Federal Reserve banks operating around our nation, and the Federal Open Market Committee. Based in Washington, D.C., the Board of Governors is the governing body of the Federal Reserve System. It's an agency of the federal government that reports to and... All right, too much yap. I'm gonna play my own music. Oh, I can't play anything copyright. It's whatever. All right, let's go back. We'll pull that back up when old Warsh buddy comes back. No, that's the that's the Federal Reserve meeting music. You think Tesla puts it work right now? Let's take a look. I think Tesla flipped. Let me see. Spix, Tesla, AOI. I've been looking at that. Let's look Tesla. Yeah, Tesla flipped bullish today. Big call block in the money. Marvel to 1 trillion. Yeah, probably. Personally, what was I looking at?
What happened? What happened to IWM? Oh my God, SPY is dumping. Oh, they released. What is it? Hold on. Fed rates. Interest rates unchanged. They're gonna hold. Oh my God, look at the Diddy candle. Crazy Diddy candle, I can't lie. Damn, what a candle. What's IWM at? Holy IWM dump. Oh my God. Should have just fucking stuck with it. Oh my God. Oh, holy shit. The held rates. I mean, bro, we saw this come. Oh my God. Holy dump. Chat. Low key? Low key? Yeah, rates. Bro, I saw this coming too. I'm so glad I didn't buy anything though, at least. I should have kept my IWM puts. Low key, can we zero DTE it? Oh my God. It's back at support though. Fuck. Bro, I can't believe they held. Saw that coming too. Yeah, it's back at support. We can't really FOMO this. SPY just won't stop. Hold on. Yo, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hold on. Let's see. Oh my God. 1,000-point candle on SPY. Oh, if it drops, I'm probably just gonna FOMO some zero DTE. Hold on, let me get it primed. IWM. There it goes. Give me puts. 191. Actually, give me 290. 5 of these. There it goes. It is dumping. Oh my God. Holy. All right, I copped IWM strike 290, 617 puts. I'm up 14% right now. Gonna probably TP soon. Let me see what the next level is looking like. I mean, man, fuck it. I'll take that 9% scalp. I'm out. I'll get TradingView to work on some. I just needed to connect a new trade. Like I have to get either a Tasty Trade account or a Webull account, and then I can do options trading on TradingView. Oh wow. Wow. Holy dump city. It's back at support though. Alright, but me put this out. Let me get some more people in here. Oh my god, I sold the other IWM puts too soon. Fuck. I knew it too. I knew it. Damn it. But I didn't FOMO buy anything, so we're good. Should get some good entries. Alright, let's pull up the watch list, see what we're looking at. I think I said STM. Oh god, this takes forever to load. There it goes. I think we said STM. There we go. On this CoreWeave rocket. There we go. UMAC strike 30, 717. DGX on this P. P is what I'm looking at most. STM. And then the cyber stocks. Oh, I sold my in the money IWM puts too soon. It's on me. Let's go look at some stocks while everything's dumping. Yeah, W. Wow. What a dump. Bounced off support though. Or it bounced back to support, not off support. I should have just kept them. God damn it. I knew it too. I had them for that reason. I got my Tesla puts though. Those aren't doing bad. Let's take a look. I should have just kept my IWM puts. I do it. Or am I tweaking? There we go. This just looks mad bearish on the 1 hour and on the daily too. If we close beneath the 50-day here, let me take a look. If we close beneath the 50-day simple moving average, I could see it going lower. Tesla. Bullish. Let's see, what if we move it up? It's still relatively bullish, but support is at 400, so we'd have to break that to break down back to support at 390. Let's see. That is such an insane candle on SPY. How long till the Fed meeting? 20 minutes. Okay. So I mean, everything could just recover. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for. So everything could just recover. Let me see what the Fed music is looking like. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for now. Is Warsh. Crazy dump on SPY. If Tesla can close below 400, I could easily see it getting back to 390 for my puts. But right now I'm just looking at software. This might be too loud. Let's see. Yeah, I like Everpeer here. Pinged off of support. Let's go see what the options market's looking like. Okay, I'm at 75. We're above the flip, so shouldn't have like any crazy moves. Sell volume is going down, which is always nice to see. Financials are bullish. I really don't like how it failed to break out of the 200-day moving average though. it might just chop sideways for a little bit. But because of their data storage, cloud inference outlook, I love this company. Because I played it so many times, it just kind of works. We'll see what happens. STM. Sweet. The 24-hour candle flipped red. I have my, in case you can't tell, I have my red as blue. So I'm trying out some new stuff. Supposedly makes you less emotional when you trade. Let y'all know how it goes. But yeah, on a macro level, this is the best space and chip company you can buy. As of 7 minutes ago, you see the raise rates in 2026, 6 and a 9. I think there should be more than one hike. Zero thought that at last meeting. Thank you for that update, Tuna. Yeah, let's go see what the tortoise sphere says. Decision maker. The hell? So base expanding. With the release for the statement, 12-0 both communities have to maintain the targets. What is this? Reframed its policy. Economic activity expanded at a solid pace despite elevated uncertainty that owes in part to the conflict in the Middle East. Productivity, growth of capital investment are strong. Jobs gains have kept pace with the workforce, and unemployment rate has changed little. Inflation remains elevated relative to the committee's 2% goal, in part reflecting shocks that have driven the price increase uncertainty. This kind of sounds hawkish to me. This kind of sounds like they're gonna raise rates at the end. This does not sound dovish at all. It's that little Z, there's like a ZQ score. ZQ. What my buddy was just telling me about. Oh wait, never mind. Did you guys see that that crude storage is at record lows? Even worse than they thought. Okay, so here's the full memorandum. We'll get back to the Fed here. Including Lebanon, expecting sovereignty, negotiate final agreement within 60 days. Lift the naval aid. Governance of the Hormuz Straits. This one's the worth $300 billion in investments. Supposedly that all that money is going to go to like government contractors and oil companies committed to all forms of sanctions, and to develop nor acquire nuclear weapons, and maintain the status quo. Basically, we fought for fucking nothing. That's what we fought for. I don't really know, kid. Yeah, I talked about this in my Discord. Link in the bio, One Trade Wix. One Trade at discord.gg/OneTrade. Yes, it didn't okay. Yeah, that's what we were looking at. But I was just waiting until the rates news came out before I started trading anything. I'm glad I did. Yeah, IWM's just gonna hold this level for now. Lost all of its gains that it had today. When do you think software bull run is coming? It's a good question. Nokia flipped green. Give me 1 second. So here's what we're looking for when we look at the software. I think I might enter STM. When we're looking at software, pull up the. So we see that it pings off of the 50 moving average 3 times in a row. See this nice bottom out into the support level, and then if we zoom out even more, we see that it hit the same support level 1, 2, 3 times, and each time it's crossed underneath the 200 moving average, it's popped back out. Of course, this is the worst sell-off it's had in a long time, but now that we're starting to see it flatten out, getting closer to the 200-day, failed breakout here. We really just need to see a continuation of where we are now. There's not going to be some massive run all at once. It's going to be slowly and shortly. Now with certain companies like Palantir, we could see a massive run all at once, but when we're talking big picture Microsoft, and I marked this out too for next time. Hit this level twice down here, this price channel support level where buyers are stepping in, and popped right back out. This one had an earnings catalyst, but it just had some bearish news recently, especially with Microsoft. Their Oracle deal fell through. CapEx is still a concern. AI CapEx. I didn't see this until today. The testing cheaper models, including DeepSeek 4, to offer a lower cost solution for Copilot, which is interesting. But it's just kind of interesting. They invested all this money into OpenAI just to learn how OpenAI works and then make Copilot better and release more cost-effective models. So the thing is, like, especially like I work at a big Fortune 500 company, like we still use all the same software tools. The software tools are now integrating AI. Like when we look at CRM, look at Salesforce, we know that Salesforce is integrating AI into all of its systems. And it's such a massive company. It has such a big moat, but people are still concerned that AI might just completely get rid of its business model, which it probably won't happen. But it just doesn't look great for it right now. And it's so bearish. It's just so bearish. I wouldn't touch this. Same thing with Oracle. Oracle's different. Oracle's dying because of their spend on AI data centers, and their debt to equity ratio is fucked. And they just lost that deal with Microsoft. But I mean, companies like ServiceNow, I know Jensen Huang, I don't know how to say his name, is very bullish on this. Let me turn this down a little bit. I mean, yeah, it's not like they're gonna die because of AI, but people are always gonna rotate their money, and you know the best way to look at that is with sector ETFs. People are always gonna rotate their money. What's getting a lot of bullish buying right now is XLF. The financials are really rebounding after the AI private credit concern kind of seemed overblown, but I don't buy into that. I think it is actually overblown. Not it seems so, but great recovery on XLF. It's just people are just kind of tired of software right now, and they're just moving straight into the AI infrastructure. You know, your photonics. I know this just came out; it doesn't look as good, but your photonics, your power inference companies, your connectivity companies, your semi companies, It's just there's so much better buys than software, and the market knows that. That's why you're seeing this flow away from software. Now, is software gonna die? No. Could you start just slowly acquiring software? I mean, yeah, this is a good spot for an entry position for sure. Just keeping a close eye on it. I mean, even consumer electronics consumer businesses is looking better than software recently, because this is very inflationary defensive play. But what else am I looking at? Let me pull up the list again. UMAC, yeah, I'm still big in on defense and drone infrastructure. UMAC's having literally. Don't ever believe anyone who tells you that moving averages don't work, because look at this. Ping straight into the 20-day. Then straight back into the 20-day. Then wicks off the 20-day. Then wicks off the 20-day. Then wicks off the 20-day. It honestly looks like it's building a great consolidation level here. But yeah, what was the one I was... So for this one, I was looking at strike 3717. Let's go look at the liquidity map for the options market, because I entered now leaves for 130. Yeah, you're just gonna have to bite the bullet, bro. I'm getting cooked on this leaves. Let me see. Give me 1 second. What's I looking at? Strike 70. I'm pretty sure this is it. Yeah. Strike 70, 717. I kind of want to pull the trigger, but I just want to wait till later today. I mean, your leaps don't expire till what? 115, right? Which leaps did you get? That's my question. I would assume Jan 15. I would assume these ones right here. Yeah, Jan 15. I mean, it's really up to you. Cause it is at its support level on the week, well, in like the monthly time frame. On the daily is what I mean. Zoom out. Hard rejection off of the 200 weekly as well. But I mean, yeah, like if we draw this out from 2022, draw this fib. This is your. I know this is gonna hurt, because I don't know what price you entered, but that would be your point of no return. Honestly, for me, this would be my buying zone. But yeah, if we break 68, yeah, it's all over. I know that's gonna be a lot of loss percentage for you, but added control for con. Yeah, but what level? Did you buy it here at like 170? Oh, you mean the 112? I mean, yeah, it's just like you're just gonna have to eat the pain at this point. Just hope that it breaks out again. If you added here, you're doing good in the 80s. This is probably where I'm looking to enter if I was to enter service now. But I just see better opportunities, because you know what software isn't getting nuked right now? Cybersecurity software. This is what I'm looking to entertain. What is this? Split. Okay, 41 stock split. Oh my goodness. That's what I'm talking about. A 4-to-1 stock split so I can buy more options. Fuck yeah. But I mean, yeah, you're getting near support again. If it breaks levels, yeah, you can cut. It's up to you though. Let's see. Let us see. Let me see something. My Tesla plit's kind of moving. Let's see. What time is it? 3 minutes till Fed meeting. Oh, market is not recovering. It rejected. But yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, there's just better buys than software right now for me. Like, especially like Palo Alto. Like the cyber just looks better overall. If you were gonna enter software right now, or hell, even I'm in Palantir calls right now. But yeah, it rejected too, but it's at its support level, like its recent level, so it should be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna wait till probably post Fed meeting before I enter anything else, any other calls. But yeah, SPY is getting cooked. I'm assuming IWM also getting cooked. About the same. Yeah, about the same. But yeah, we'll see how this Fed meeting goes. It's in 1 minute. Let's pull this up. First ever Fed meeting. Oh, also something to keep note of. Over the last 5 new Fed shares, not a single day has ended green, and post 90 days after their first meeting has ended red. Usually anywhere from 7 to down 10%. So we'll see how that goes. Can you guys hear this? Let us watch. Let us
watch. Good day. It's an honor, a true honor to be back at the Federal Reserve and to take up this duty at a time of such consequence. I've been especially heartened by the warm welcome of old friends and new colleagues both. And I've listened closely to my fellow FOMC members, heard a lot of new ideas, new thinking, and genuine interest in moving the Fed forward. This week's FOMC meeting exemplified the very best of the Fed's traditions: rigorous debate, open-mindedness, commitment to mission, responsibility, and accountability for performance. In this business, they all add up to one thing: getting monetary policy right, or as near to it as we can do. That is our North Star. My colleagues and I are here to serve our legislative remit, which you've heard us say before: price stability and maximum employment. And these objectives guided our business in the meeting just concluded. As you saw a few moments ago, the committee decided to maintain the target range for the Fed funds rate at 3.5% to 3.75% in support of the Fed's dual mandate. The committee also reaffirmed its policy of maintaining ample reserves in the banking system. Economic activity is expanding at a solid pace, despite elevated uncertainty that owes in part to the conflict in the Middle East. Productivity growth and capital investment, both strong. Job gains have kept pace with the workforce, and the unemployment rate has changed little. We recognize that inflation has been running well ahead of the Fed's long-stated inflation goal of 2%. That's been going on for more than 5 years. Persistently high prices are a burden for the American people. But the recent past need not be prologue. I am pleased to report that members of the FOMC are unambiguous and unanimous. This committee will deliver price stability. At any institution, a change in leadership is a natural and timely opportunity to reaffirm its mission, to review current practices, and to consider whether those practices best meet our objectives. My Fed colleagues and I will be working in close collaboration to ask what changes might improve the conduct of monetary policy. On that score, you might have already noticed something, a difference in today's policy statement. It's a bit shorter, a bit simpler, and it dispenses with some older language. That statement just gives you the facts as best we can judge it. Absent also is so-called forward guidance, which we agreed was not well suited to the current policy conjuncture. This afternoon, you also received the usual summary of economic projections. It's been the practice of this committee for participants to submit these projections, and I have encouraged my colleagues to continue to do so. I, however, have refrained from offering any projections of my own, consistent with my long-held views on the SEP, at least as currently structured. In the median projections, real GDP rises at 2.2% this year, 2.3% next year, and total PC inflation runs at 3.6% this year, 2.3% next year. The unemployment rate stands at about 4.3%. The median participant judges that the appropriate federal funds rate to be at 3.8% at the end of this year and 3.6% at the end of next. Let me turn now to a few words on a key initiative that we're announcing today. I'm appointing a task force in each of 5 areas that are central to the broad conduct of monetary policy. First, Fed communications. Second, the Fed's balance sheet. Third, our use and reliance on existing data sources. Fourth, productivity and jobs in an era of transformation. And last, the Fed's inflation frameworks. These subjects are timely, consequential, and in my view, worthy of a fresh look. My colleagues and I discussed them with energy and purpose over the last couple of days. For each of these independent task forces, I'm enlisting some of the very best minds, both inside and outside the economics profession.
Interesting.
They will be supported by subject matter specialists from our superb Fed staff. And they'll have a straightforward charge. Start with first principles. Ask hard questions. Examine current practice. Consider alternatives. And ultimately propose next steps for policymaker consideration. Since last summer, my colleagues discussed possible improvements in the form and function of Fed communications. This new task force will build on that effort, and I expect propose some well-considered changes, including to the SEP I mentioned a few moments ago. The second task force, the one on balance sheet policy, will review the benefits and risks of the current ample reserves regime and the composition of the Fed's balance sheet. They will assess alternative frameworks for the conduct and operation of monetary policy. The third task force, the one on data, will evaluate new information sources and consider methodological changes to improve data gathering. with the aim of giving policymakers more accurate, relevant, contemporaneous, and perhaps most important, actionable information on the state of our economy. Fourth, the Task Force on Productivity and Jobs. It'll survey the pace, the reach, the economic impact of new general purpose technologies, including AI, and explore the implications for the Fed in pursuit of our employment and inflation mandates. The last task force, the one on inflation frameworks, that'll examine the drivers of inflation, first principles, and weigh the full range of ideas for delivering price stability in a changing economy. You'll hear quite a bit more about these task forces and this overall initiative in the coming weeks. Enough for now to make a simple statement. Each task force will serve an objective shared by everyone in the system, shared by everyone around that table that I sat with over the last couple of days. A Federal Reserve that is clear-eyed about its mission, fit for purpose, and focused on the future. And with that, I appreciate your attention. I'm happy to take your questions.
Okay, so
hi, Chairman Howard Schneider with Reuters. Good and welcome back. This is a lot to be putting in motion.
It's interesting. That was definitely dovish for sure.
You have in mind for each
the
of
fact
these?
that he didn't give out forward guidance.
I think it'll depend on the task force. It also depends on the urgency in which we need clear answers.
Jerome Powell would do.
My expectation, I'm still in the business of recruiting and finalizing them. My expectation is the task forces will begin work in the next couple of weeks. And we'll start to get some more information from them.
Yeah, that
some
definitely
more framing of how they see things starting in the fall end.
Or try to raise rates, obviously. But for those who don't know, so what he talked about in the beginning was the Fed has two mandates. Keep unemployment low, keep inflation low. The problem is right now that he has is unemployment is low and inflation is rising. And the problem is the jobs market is so hot right now. You know, that is because of the World Cup and stuff, but even taking out the World Cup numbers, it's just the jobs market is so hot that it's going to keep inflation high. And he's going to have no choice but to raise rates. Because the strategic petroleum reserve of the United States is so low, because it's going to take a full year for oil production to go back up, because beef prices are high, it's just because of inflation in general, he's not going to have a choice. And, you know, that'll really fuck the market. But this is a pretty good meeting, honestly. Market instantly recovered.
Not all of them concluding by year end.
And just specifically on the inflation framework, you talk about first principles. Does this include a review of the 2% target itself? You've mentioned that things to the right of the decimal point don't matter. Should this be starting from a premise that 2% as a point estimate is too strict?
Let me break that into two pieces. First, on the inflation framework review, their remit is what are the drivers of inflation? It's the Fed's responsibility for inflation. In part, how do we measure inflation? But that'll overlap with my data group. On the 2% inflation objective, that is the Federal Reserve's long-held objective of 2%. You've heard me say before, I tend to focus on the left of the decimal point. Well, the 2 is the left of the decimal point. For now, 0 is to the right. I see no reason until we have reestablished our commitment and ability to deliver on the 2% inflation objective to revisit that. So that'll be outside the scope of what we're taking on.
Colby.
All right.
Thank you so much. Colby Smith from the New York Times. You've in the past said that inflation is a choice, and in the policy statement, it includes this pledge to deliver price stability, as you've reiterated today. But looking at the SEP, the bulk of your colleagues expect core PCE to run around 3.3% by year end, and for the 2% inflation target not to be reached until 2028. So I'm curious how patient you think the Fed can afford to be at this juncture in terms of waiting for one-time inflation waves to wash through. and for underlying inflation to step down after so many years of inflation running above target, and under what circumstances you would support the Fed taking some action and raising rates.
Sure.
Here we go.
Quite a bit there. Let me try to break that into pieces. First, we have the capability and commitment to deliver on our price stability objective of 2%. That's exactly what we're going to do. In the Fed's review of its strategy over the last any number of years, in January, the Fed, including the strategy that we're still bound by, the Fed statement says that inflation is primarily determined by monetary policy. You bet it is. I've said for years inflation is a choice. You bet it is. And today I'm announcing that this committee unambiguously and unanimously have decided we are going to deliver on that. The rest of your questions sounded like a encouragement for me to give forward guidance.
This motherfucker doesn't want to say that he's going to have to raise rates.
I think dropped it, I suspect, from our discussion the last couple of days. Because they said at this moment in time, it doesn't feel as though providing forward guidance is right. Others have, I'd say, different views and think as a general proposition, forward guidance isn't the business we should be in.
Wow.
But that'll be taken up by the Task Force on Communications and my policymaker
deflection.
colleagues. We're going to listen hard to what the experts say and make our own decision. But I can't give any forward guidance about what we're going to do next.
This fucking guy, bro. Yeah, he has to raise rates. He doesn't have a choice. That was such a great deflection. That was like Donald Trump, Teflon Don peak of deflection, bro. Whoever his PR trainer is did well. What a fucking guy. Hey, are you going to raise rates? That sounds like you're talking about the future. We're not worried about the future. We're worried about today. What a fucking guy. W deflection. The markets loved it too. Instant retrace. Oh, damn. What a diddy wick on fucking NVIDIA. Low key? NVIDIA calls? What do we think, Covey? Take a look. I mean, we're in this gap, though, which is a little bit concerning. Little bit concerning. Oh my God, Nokia is green. So beautiful. Damn, and STM completely retraced too. Yeah, market completely recovered. Damn it. I'm gonna just have to cut my Tesla puts for now. It is what it is. I mean, let me look at it real quick. Tesla. Yeah, probably. Ugh. W hedge though. How are these calls not moved? Is there not enough volume? I don't know why. It's fine. Let me see. What else is I looking at? All right, let's just go do a little rundown. Nokia bounced off of support, bounced right out, looking good. Looks good on the hourly, double bottom. And the daily, slowly building back up, slowly but surely. NVIDIA's so weak though, yeah. That's the problem. I do want to enter NVIDIA, but yeah, I think STM would probably be a better play. Crazy retrace after the Fed meeting. Yeah, market's just gonna chop sideways for now. We're gonna end down 0.02% on the day. Interesting. That'll be the lowest, or that'll be the highest the market has ever ended after a Fed meeting, which is still red, which makes sense. I see a long cover tranche. Thank God I was raw dogging this meeting without any hedge. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Nokia is back at 14. We're holding support. STM looks good. What about UMAC? UMAX at 26 now. 4% on the day. What a retrace. It loves these fat candles. All right, let's go look at some options. UMAC. Let me look at this. Ooh, UMAC. We're neutral on July. I like the chart though. Gamma flips, no resistance till 30. Yeah, that's what I was looking at anyway, was strike 30 calls. UMAC. Strike 30. But price really isn't bad. Yeah, let's take a look. W market recovery. Holy, this recent IPO is flying. I'll look at that later. UMAX 30. Fed meeting's done. He was dovish. UMAX just slowly building to $30. Fuck it. I'll pull the trigger. Strike 30. Spread's kind of some shit, but I'm sure I could get filled. Pause. 237. Ugh, it wants me to bid 240, bro. I'm not doing that. Fill me. Pause. Nibbles at 6-7, bro. Hold on. Did I bottom tick or what, bro? Nebius 2x? Holy shit. I did bottom tick the fuck out of this. Oh my god. Well, not quite, but almost. Holy fuck, it is moving. Nebius cannot stop. Absolutely smashed the 250 call wall. The massive call, next call was at 300. Acquisition of Engine AI. Engine. AI cloud platform. Damn! How much is it up today? 12%. Jesus Christ. Wish I had calls, bro, but good lord. Hold my runners for now. Might just move my stop loss to 270. Move it in profit and then move the TP to 300. I mean, that's insane. Yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, so I entered it. My cost average for 2x Nebius was 43. How much are we up? Hold on. Let me find out. 52%. W. Let me get a W in the chat. All right. Let me buy this. Did I get filled? No, of course not. Damn. Bid ass moved crazy. Let's do that. Let's see if I can get filled on some UMAC calls. What else are I looking at? STM. STM. We got the signing later. Is there anything cheaper? Everpure? No, bro. Not Euro swaps. It's just like, do I want a software stock in my options port is the question. Like, it's just not. This is not worth it. Hmm. All for now. KTOS. Let's see. This is in the long-term port. I mean, it's still at bottom basically. Multi-state autonomous truck platoon hauling NASCAR gear. Interesting. Expanding its long-haul commercial logistics. Just drone and overall defense company. All right. What else is on my watch list? Let's take a look. I already entered this because I entered strike 8. Down on this. I could DACA. I'm not just DACA. Hold on. Let me just do that. It's up 5% today. Yeah, I could just DACA this. Oop. I got filled on UMAC calls. 717 strike 30. Bought some more DGX calls. Strike 8, 717 as well. I have to put all this out later. And then I'm just gonna hold off on this and more Nokia. I already have hella exposure. LFTO is moving crazy. All right. What else are we looking at? Microchip, yeah. Velo, Crowd, Pan. Planet Labs, not bad. GF Foundries, METS. All right, let's just go down this list. So we did MS. Let's look at Microchip. Crazy retrace today. It's got that hard wall. Let's take a look on the options chain. Shout out Trader Daddy Pro. Microchip. Still bullish. All wallet 70. It rejected. Probably hold up on that. Then Velo. Oh my. Bro, can this fucking stock chill? Fuck's sake, man. I sold too soon. What a fucking retrace. I called this going to 30 again too. That looks good. Let's Crowd. We were just looking at Crowd too. Crowd stock's not bad here, but for options, what's the price looking like? I know it's a lot. Let's take a look. SMCI, yeah, I'll take a look at that right now. What price did I fill at Mac? I got filled at 235. All right, let's see. CrowdStrike options. Let's go CRWD. I know this is gonna be mad expensive. K600. Oh fuck. 1800. Is there just a 2x crowd, bro? Like, there is. Low key. 2x crowd strike. Fuck it. Let's buy this. 2x crowd strike. Do a little starter position. Yeah, let's do that. I'll put this out later. Bro, Nokia, just go up faster. For fuck's sake. Let's see. All right. Got some cyber. I feel like Palo Alto options aren't that expensive. Trump. So the reason I'm so bullish on on cyber, disregarding the chart, which is at a great bounce off of levels, is any day now Trump's supposed to announce a U.S. investment into cybersecurity companies. We'll see when that comes out. All right, let's just look at the liquidity map. We got a big put there. Pretty thin liquidity for the most part. I guess we'll hold off on that. What else is on the list? DS Scalers, I'm not touching that anymore. K2S, Planet Labs, Global Foundries, MATS. All right. Let's take a look at PO. So put support was at 27. It basically bounced off of that. Filled this fat gap. I mean, it's really not that bad of a buy. Straight up shares wouldn't be bad at all. You have a, support level right here. The financials are bullish. Crazy fucking growth. It's obviously doesn't make any profit right now. Let's go Global Foundries next. Again, just slow build, slow rise. Options are really not that expensive for this. Let's go look at Global Foundries real quick. GFS. Quantum's still very, very bullish. Strike 100. Okay. Damn, Strike 100 has pretty good volume now. Decent. The spread is ass though. I mean, peaks at 90. You see it. Ooh. I could see it slowly but surely squeeze to the top. Let's go look at the chain. Drop some tickers if you guys want me to look at anything. Oh, SMCI. Yeah. Let me look at that next. Slight bullish skew, 717. What was it? 85. I'll just put it on the watch. SMCI. Crazy recovery after the China scandal where they're smuggling NVIDIA GPUs. I still think this could fall lower. I wouldn't touch this at all. What's next? Iron, METS. Iron looks great. God, it's so volatile though. Yeah, looks good though. I see absolutely nothing wrong with Iron. An entry here. Holding levels, slow build, slow burn. Yeah, it looks good. MVTS. I was waiting for this entry. Kind of a chop sideways at this level here. BB. Yeah, hood is fly. I'm glad I sold my calls for like 100 and some odd gain. but and then I bought stock, so I'm glad I did that. Yeah, look at BB right after this. Okay, let's see. METS looks intriguing. Damn, failed breakout by SPY. Probably just gonna chop. Bullish. This is the Trader Daddy Pro options chain. Let me know if you guys are interested. Click the link in my bio. Here. Bounced off of support. This looks better. I might cop some calls here. Let's go take a look. It's crazy how the Mag 7s are ass right now. It looks pretty good. Strike 37.17. Strike 30. They're betting on another massive pop out. Let me see that again. I could see that. Strike 25s. I mean, strike 30 is a great price. Strike 25 is where that call wall is at. Yeah, probably enter that today. Call that out later. Let's see, baby. Oh, I'm in calls for this. I'm in calls, so I love BB. This looks great. Financials are good. Maintain, outperform. Chart looks good. Levels are good. At support. Primed for another breakout on a possible catalyst. Yeah, that's bounce off of support. All right. Well, I just want to thank everyone for joining. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't do nothing stupid. Good one.